How's it going, buddy? And welcome to Dead State Reanimated with me, Noble. Now, I am going to go ahead and start this episode off. If you want to skip ahead by like 5 minutes or something like that, go ahead because I'm going to talk a little bit here for a few minutes. And the only problem I have with this game is the fact the skills aren't enough for what I would consider my own personal character, since I'm making myself as me. Obviously, the baby face ain't right, and the beard ain't anywhere long enough. I do like how they can have you change your beard and haircut. Excuse me, I got hiccups for some reason. Because my beard's naturally red, and my hair is naturally dark brown and black. But, yeah, I mean, the baby face just doesn't do it, but there's nothing that looks anything beyond this or heavy wrinkles. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not at that stage yet. But, yeah. The problem I have is the fact that if you dump all, I think it's 15 skills, you can only get this far into one category. I mean, you're an expert outdoorsman. You're basically like a Bear Grylls homeless guy for the most part, if you took everything into survival. But that means you can't fight, you can't shoot, you can't talk to people in any way, shape, or form. You have no medical skills, no science skill, no mechanical. I mean, that's probably why you're living out in the woods, is because you don't have any skills whatsoever. So I personally will be cheating to add myself in a few more skill points. I am going to leave in the description because I've already got stuff written down, but a link to a site that if you would like to do the same for your character. I mean, let's face it, if it's a single player game, I don't really mind if you mod it a little bit. I mod games all the time, Fallout and Skyrim and everything else, to play my way for my character. And I will be adding some extra points in. Now, I don't really have much of a problem with the stats section. The stats section, that's okay. Not everybody's a juggernaut or a guy with, such excellent perception. You can see, fleas moving around the floor at 20 yards, But, for myself, there's just not enough points to, make me. I actually went to EMT school. I actually have some medical skills. Now, I'm no expert. I didn't finish because I ran out of money and couldn't complete my college course. I would love to, when I eventually get enough money, to go back and finish my EMT license. And actually see if I can't get a job as an EMT. But, I've actually been a prison guard. I've actually been overseas as a contractor. And if I was to put points in appropriately, right there, I would never say that I'm good enough to be all the way maxed out on anything. I'd probably put myself right around here. But I know how to fight too. I mean, once again, corrections officer. I know how to at least survive. But, what else? My medical skills? Well, that's not good enough. I know how to talk to people, and I know how to negotiate to a certain extent. I have mechanical skills and some survival skills, but I don't have any points to drop in any of this. And I know this is a game, and it's supposed to be, you make your character how you want to, but if I'm making me, there's not enough, Obviously, I'm not going to max anything out. There's no min-maxing going on here. But, if I'm going to make an accurate description of how I'd be surviving in this game, it ain't just going to work. So give me just a second. I'm going to go ahead and drop in this extra code to boost myself up just a little bit. And you'll see exactly where I left myself off at. Now, since I said about 5 minutes, I'll go ahead and mention the code. It's very odd how they want it exact. Most games, you just sit there and just type in lowercase, capital, doesn't matter. This game, you actually have to put in capital letters. Like, every word, like AddSkillPoints is capital A, capital S, and capital P. And you have to put the parentheses in. Most games don't really do that. The parentheses usually just a kind of a like for Fallout and stuff like that. It's like, hey, this is the area you put the number in. It's not, you have to put parentheses in there and then drop the number in there, Same for the actual items, because the item number goes in the parentheses, and then you have to put, like, outside the number, you have to put a plus or minus that item amount. That's kind of complicated, too. And it took me a while to figure out how to do that correctly. So that's why I figured I'd go ahead and let you know. So I'll actually bring this up so you can actually see it yourself. So you hit the little tilde key in the under escape if you're, I guess, using American keys. But add skill points. And I'm going to go ahead and give myself 20, I guess. Because why not? I think I'll have to... Oh, I hadn't done that yet. Yeah. I'll just drop all these in here real quick for reference. Alright, I am back. So as you can see, I went ahead and dropped the extra 20 points in with my character that I showed. And it looks a little bit better now, don't you think? So now I got some mechanical skills, a good bit of medical, but nothing professional. Decent bit of negotiation. I skimped on the leadership because I didn't really want to add any extra points in. I figured 20 was probably enough, if not too much, for myself. Ranged, I put myself at good, but not amazing. And melee, I put myself at okay, because, you know, I feel like skimping on something. Obviously, science, survival, and leadership, I probably would naturally have some points in there, but, you know, we're not going to overdo it. And we got these points to drop as well, so... let's see. Perception is how to keep a keen eye and quick to react to the... Okay. This is initiative and hitting ranged targets. Vigor is your vitality. Determines hit points and additional armor class points at rank 4 and above. So that's probably pretty good. At least to get to 4, so I'll put 4 points there. Agility. How nimble the character is. Total action points. That's really good. We just got done playing Fallout 1, so... I mean, I'm still wearing my Vault Boy shirt. You've never been able to see that because I've been busy wearing the actual Vault suit. But, having higher agility really does help in the sense of being able to get those action points. And strength, of course, is physical players. Carry weight and melee damage. I'll put 5 there. That's pretty basic. There's no min-maxing going on here. I'm not a brawler with sucky agility and vigor, but, you know, decent perception. Yeah, that's pretty average. Let's face it, I'm no super strong muscle head, and I don't have the eyes of Legolas here, so don't expect min-max in that area. Agility ain't actually the best in that. Yeah, really, I'm going to keep that up because I want to have extra action points. So, yeah, we're going to go with this. I just realized the name's wrong. I'll be back in a second. Okay, sorry about that mishap there. Yeah, I got everything sorted out. Everything should be right now. And we are good to go. So this is my character. 5, 5, 4, and 5. I took the... the backstab ability, the critical and quick draw for the firearms. For the engineering, 10% less points to complete. So in other words, you save on scrap and stuff. Or parts, not points. Personality lifts spirits, because morale is really bad in the early game, and you really need something to help kind of balance out a little bit of that. And I chose Herbalist because, you know, having extra bandages helps too. You know, I probably could have done better, but, you know, whatever. My character isn't going to be a doctor, so I don't really need to worry about that part. As you can see, it's not... For extra 20 points, this doesn't look that bad. This actually looks pretty normal, in my opinion. Obviously, if I was doing it myself, I'd have a little bit more here and here, but, you know, not much. I'm not going to go out of my way and make some ultimate, you know... I mean, if we wanted to make a character, you know, we wanted to make Mad Max himself, you know, we might put melee and ranged up at, you know, heavy, and negotiation and leadership skills down low, because he ain't much of a talker. Medical, science, low, survival, high, mechanical, probably pretty good for Mad Max. But, you know, I just didn't like the starting skill points. They only give you 15 to start with, and that just wasn't enough in my opinion. But it's up to you to decide what you want in your game. So yeah, if you're just tuning in, then yeah, just look back at the other area. And we'll go ahead and get started. Yes, I would like to finalize my character. Thank you. Let us beware of saying death is the opposite of life, the living being the only species of dead and the very rare species. I have no idea who Frederick Ness, whatever that is, but hey. World news tonight. White House to respond to military quarantine of U.S. cities. And now let's look at this. You counted yourself lucky to have gotten on this plane. There have been rumors of some kind of pandemic rapidly spreading across the world, and people have been starting to get nervous. Flights were getting overbooked, delayed, and repeatedly, I guess, or outright canceled. But you were in the air, buckled safely in your seat, enduring some light turbulence as you idly watched the newscast on the current world crisis, when you heard a commotion in the front. Now, my problem is number one, I need to go over that actually. There needs to be an episode I need to do where it's not behind this camera, behind my GoPro or something, and talk survival. We're not talking about zombie apocalypse. We're not talking about nuclear war. We're just talking general survival and general things to have on your person, in your home, or whatever. Because that's one thing, I wouldn't exactly call myself a survivalist, but everyone needs to be prepared. You never know what's going to happen. I mean, look at what happened to Puerto Rico. Look what happened to Texas, to Florida. You know, you never know when a natural disaster, crazy event, or crisis is going to occur. And it is a good idea to have some level of preparation. So expect in the future there to be an episode on survival. And this won't be, you know, this is things you need to have. No, this will be an episode on, hey, this is what I have for me. You do you. You set your stuff up the way you want to for your type of environment. Obviously, having cold weather clothes, if you live on an island, tropical island that is, won't do you any good unless you're experiencing cold weather at some point in time in the near future. So, you know, stockpiling a bunch of cold weather gear may not be your best bet. But point is, you customize you to you. I customize my character in this game to me. So, make sure you customize your own life to do what you need to do in a survival situation. But I'll get to that in a future episode. That makes a very good point that I need to do that. What's this? A disaster has occurred. Someone has staggered onto the plane. Someone had staggered onto the plane. Okay, I was thinking, we're in the air. If they're getting on the plane now, we have a serious problem with flying zombies. That's not a kind of zombie I want to deal with. You heard them struggling with the luggage and that wet, hacking cough for most of the flight. After the cough stopped, something started to happen up front. You heard the flight attendant scream. Utter chaos broke out up front. People jumped out of their seats, not out of the plane, mind you, and to try and help, but they only seemed to cause the situation to get worse. You heard of snakes on the plane? Watch up next is zombies on a plane. There was screaming, yelling for help, and then the distant sound of someone banging on the cockpit. Then the horrible feeling of your stomach dropping as the plane tilted downwards. The scattered thoughts that accompany fear of death. An awful cacophony? I don't know. Words, right? Of metal and ear twisting around each other filled your ears. And then there was only darkness and fire. Also said no signal on the TV. Not sure how we lost signal because the plane was going down, but somehow we managed to... Oh, hello. Welcome to Dead State. Alright. Well, this is kind of like the little tutorial area, so I'll probably skip past this part because it's not really all that entertaining. I've done it before, playing around with this game, so... Give me just a minute, I'll get to... Well, actually, I forgot about that part. I was watching, reading the little tutorial thing, and then I was like, oh, that's right, there are actual story parts here. I forgot about that. So, we will actually have to do this. Sorry about that. I didn't intend that. Hello, is anyone alive out there? This is the... oh, wait, that's right. This is the big tough guy, I think. Hello, anyone out there? This is the Sheriff Reinhardt of Splendid PD. If you hear me, follow my voice. I'm sorry, there's an airplane on fire between us. I cannot follow the voice in a direct line. Thank you. It says by the tail of the wreck, but it is definitely not at the tail. Alright. They want me to grab some items. We're trying to put out the fire. To get you out, keep following the voice. Look for something to defend yourself with. And whether you do, to stay away from the other passengers. Yeah. Let's grab this suitcase. What's this? An aluminum bat? That's just crazy. Actually, I need to get into my inventory. How do I... That's not right. I, okay. The key I is the one to do. I remember this. Oh, I just had to look over here. I would have seen it. Nah, that's my stupidity. Oh, well. Hi, friends. I want to come see you. Oh, right. He wasn't on the other side of the plane. He was on this side. Now, how do I trigger a fight? If you could still hear me. Oh, I just realized his name's Reinhardt. Good, comrades. Come over here. Get behind my shield. Catchphrase. If you could still hear me. I'm going to have to do the Reinhardt voice while he's around. Not that I can actually do a good Reinhardt. I mean, let's face it. If you have to defend yourself, hit them before they grab you. Whatever you do, don't let them bite you, like Lucio did that time. It really sucked. Okay, so looks like you're in trouble. One of these things is blocking the route between you and safety. And you'll need to use force to move it. Hit the space bar. Oh, that's how you do. Okay. And click the exclamation button at the bottom of the screen to start combat. So I'm going to get a little closer, and then I'm going to hit spacebar. And the zombie went ahead and moved. Hi! Is what he said. This is combat mode. Combat in Dead State is turn-based. Everything depends on the amount of action points, AP, you have. Currently, tracked in the green field is the bottom counter. Oh, okay. Talking about this down here. That's my AP. I got 9. I was hoping to have 10. You know, like in Fallout, you really want 10. AP are counted both by movement and attack. While moving a single square, they're basically just like Fallout. For now, things are as simple as they are simple. It's you versus that staggering thing, zombie. And the odds of destroying... yeah. We'll skip the... Just giving us little bits of help here. If you're playing this on your own, you can read it on your own. If not, just pause it while I'm clicking. I've played Fallout. I know war. Not really. Yeah, this one's already almost dead. Hi, friend. I'm going to hit you. You died. I'm glad. Burn Man had no items. I do like how the interaction's a lot better than on Fallout. Oop, I hit the spacebar twice. I'm just going to casually walk over here. It's going to explode! Run! Sir, I kind of doubt that. I mean, I don't think this game has the budget for an explosion. I do like this game. It looks nice. Now, double-click left to run. Okay. You made it. You're safe for now. We're going to help. Or get you help. The voice fades as you pass out from your wounds. Lucio! We need healing over here! I need healing. Darn it! I know who you are now! No Healy Genjis over here. You wake up to the sound of people arguing, but your body is stiff and you can smell an unmistakable scent of rubbing alcohol. You feel like you've been sleeping off a horrible fever. Blech. the last thing you remember is the plane going down. Food? Who cares about food? We're gonna get a huge hole in that, or we got a huge hole in that fence. If we don't fix it, we're all going to, or they're going to walk right in here. I know, Mom, but who's going to risk going out there? You? Me? Joel? This guy who's unconscious but about to wake up, ironically? I suppose I could be one of the go, but being a cop and all, I kind of be nice if someone was watching my back. Not my Rainy, that's for damn sure. Let's not panic yet. All right. We have choices. He's up! Easy, I realize you have no idea where you are right now, but you're safe. You're in the basement of a school. That does not convey safe thoughts, in my opinion. But, you know, to each their own. I didn't realize, actually, my face cam is actually in a pretty decent spot. It's not in the way of his head. Unintentional, but it works. I'm Davis. Oh, I didn't realize he had a wheelchair. Neat. Not in a neat way, but I'm curious how he got down that staircase in that thing, though. This is Anita. You should thank your lucky stars that my daughter was here. Mom! That's Rainy, Anita's daughter. Hi. Good to see you're up finally. Inappropriate commentary. Gonna leave that out. Behind her is Elaine. She's still recovering. And that's Joel. That's me. I'm Joel, Officer Joel. I guess technically I'm Officer Oswald, but you can call me Joel. Oh, this guy's a hillbilly. I can already tell. Hey, any of those will do. Okay, nice to meet you all. This isn't right. How'd I get here? I don't understand. Do you remember the plane crash? Oh, wow, this game actually gives you options. Where's my wife? Where's my husband? Where's the rest of my family? Wish I hadn't got on that flight. Where's my girlfriend? Where's my boyfriend? Not really, I can't remember. Wow, this game, I like that. Thank you, game designers. This is actually good gameplay when it gives you this many choices right out of the boat, or in this case, plane. So what kind of character do we want to set ourselves up as? Do we want to be a tragic loss of family, husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend? Can't remember anything. I think I'll just go PC and just go, I should have got on that flight. I'm sorry. Or, oh, it's the wrong character. I'm sorry, but there are only a few survivors. Been in the wreckage, between the wreckage and the, well, what was amazing that we were able to find anyone out there alive. Or live out there, you know what I mean? No, this can't be happening. I have to go out there. I have to find them. I didn't choose the family one. That doesn't make any sense. I can still see all their faces. We'll go with that one. That's so sad. Listen, there's something else you should know. I'm a vampire! Dun dun dun. Okay, maybe not. You're in Texas, Central Texas, a town called Splendid. You're in the basement of a local school. Well, I'm in Georgia, so I guess I was flying home and crash landed in Texas. Texas? Ah, shit. This isn't where I belong. I can't stay here. I have not lived in Texas my whole life, but I'm sorry to tell you, but they're pretty much stuck here. We all are, but don't worry. We have food, facilities, a generator, and it's secure. Really. I distinctly heard someone mentioning a fence, and if it's a generator, yeah, I see two of them actually over here off to the left. That's going to be chewing up some gasoline. Or diesel. Looking at those, it might be either. Leaning towards, actually, looking at those, it might be propane. Anyway. Secure, what's that mean? Hell I am. Thanks for everything, but I'm out of here. You can't keep me down here. Wait, are you going to stop me? We'll go with this one. We'll try not to be an asshole too early in this game. I don't think you understand. Outside is not safe anymore. Everything's changed. You ever see that Thriller with Jackson? Yeah. It's like that, but less comical and entertaining. And people don't really dance in sync. They just bite you and make you bleed to death. And then you turn into them. You were on the last flight out before they grounded all the planes. They were trying to control the spread of a pandemic. Just say zombies. We all get it. I beat a guy's head in with a baseball bat. I think I understand the concept of the undead. It didn't work. Martial law was declared, not has declared. Martial law has declared shelters. Oh, that'd have been funny. Were opened and people were evacuated. Those that stayed behind, well, they're still out there. Like me and this whole splendid police department. All three of us. Oh, jeez. Is Andy and Opie okay? That's the real question I want to know. We are just going to, trying to get the last few people out of the area when this plane went down. Most of them were already, you see, in the real danger out there right now is, there are things out there. You get to the point, man. Now's not the time. I agree. Look, there's a lot to take in. Why don't you come talk to me when you're ready? Let's go back to talking privately. Seems like you survived after all, but you're not alone. Feel free to explore the surroundings and speak to Davis and continue left clicking on non-hostile person. Interact with him. Yay. Hello. Oh, heck yeah, I'm taking all this. Got a knife? Y'all can't stop me now, I got a knife. Can I? No, I can't. Could anybody move? Oh, never mind. I'll let Davis tell you about what's happening. Okay. Why did y'all go back to talking if I had to do this? Oh, I guess it was actually the interaction portion. While you're stocking up on supplies, here are some key things to keep in mind about looting. Pay attention to the weight listed. Yeah. Alright, that helps, sorta. Like I didn't know all that anyway. I played enough survival games to know what you need to collect and what you need to leave behind. Exploded toilet, not as necessary as ammunition and food. Thank you for, you're up to talking about. Dyslexia is not my friend. Think, not thank. Sure, let's get it over with. Good, I'll get the other. They're right there! You don't even have to say that! To be like, hey guys, let's just start. Ugh. What I'm about to tell you is going to be difficult to believe. In fact, it's kind of hard to accept even if you're seeing it with your own eyes. I'm not an idiot. I've read about the virus going around. I'll say, it's not just a virus. The illness that was going around, it doesn't just kill, it makes people lose their mind, and it might not even be a virus. I almost feel like this has something to do with the, a world that, Plague Incorporated is involved in, you know? It's the end of the world, as we know it. Mom, we don't know that. Please just tell me. The dead are coming back to life. Not all of them, but people that are bit or killed by them, they seek out and attack the living. But I know they're not just here, that's everywhere, all over the world. You know, honestly, this must be like the Walking Dead world where no one's ever heard of the word zombie before. It's like, they're walkers. No, I'm going to go with... Alright, we don't know how long we're going to be here for. And the basement isn't really a long-term solution, especially when they start pounding on the door upstairs. We got enough food to last us another week or so, but we're going to need it to secure an entire school. Are the dead upstairs? Not yet. The fence around the school is being refurnished. I would have said refurbished personally, but when the town was evacuated, there's a whole section's missing, which... I've seen what's out there. We're not safe. If we lose, or if those things find out we're inside... I get it. We're gonna die. If we want to move into the schools upstairs, we're going to have to finish the fence. It's not completely down. With proper supplies, we could fix it in a day. Can't get very far. We drained the fuel in the cars and to the power to the generator. Yeah, there's a hardware store over in Lilanio, but it's a bit of a walk. But it's our best bet. You're going to want to bring back a toolbox and as many spare parts as you can. Getting that fence up is our only option. Now, it's a lot to ask, especially given you're been through, but it's really, we don't have a choice. You know, I'd feel better about if we had a third person. We don't need a third person. I still remember the last time we went outside of Splendid. Okay, we'll stay in Splendid then. We're going to need someone to stay here and help me secure the windows and the doors upstairs. But I can't volunteer anyone else. I'll take the wheelchair guy. He looks like he can handle himself. Give him a gun, just have him to sit over there. Alright. Don't even think about taking my Irene. There's no way I'm letting my little girl go out there. Mom, please, I can take care of myself. And what if someone gets hurt? I'm the only one here with any medical training. I took medical skills, so we actually don't need her. I'm no expert, but... Take me, if you have to. I don't want to have to fight, but if you don't drive a big rig for 10 years without learning learning how to bust some heads. How often did you get carjacked? I mean, seriously. Or truck jacked, I guess. But anyway. Oh, no, you don't, Mom. If anything happened to you, you would be still alive. Just saying. Just super saying. Need a medic or have someone who can fight. I'll take a fighter. Don't take my mom! And your mom would have said the exact same thing if I took her or you. Okay, it's decided. You three go up to the hardware store in Lalantio and get that toolbox. And all the parts you can carry. We'll secure the school's first floor while you're gone. Let's just go with the, like I said, not the jerky answers. Anything of use in these rooms? How much fuel do we got? Is there like a fuel counter? Set the generator. Turning off the automatic setting will immediately prevent upgrades that really rely on electricity from running. I'm actually going to turn this off because this is early game. I don't think we need to use fuel. I think it's a smart idea. I'll take those. I'm looking at the time. We're not going to go for too much longer. Sounds dangerous there. I should check that bag for a weapon. I already took it. This is the first floor of the shelter, otherwise known as a Splendid... Okay. Okay, so this is where you put stuff. Yeah, that was easy. I don't have a weapon or anything on me. I should probably take something. Matter of fact, it's a medical bag and it's out of items. I'll figure this out. Yeah, that was easy. And we're dealing with zombies, so a hammer. Okie dokie. Alright, you know what? I'm going to end the episode here because I need to play around with this a little bit and get used to things, so expect when you come back to this game in the next episode that I'm going to have probably this entire school scrounged around. I'll probably maybe look up a how to play the game more appropriate guide. Make sure I'm not screwing up. There's got to be better key settings or something. Anyway, besides all that, thank you everybody for coming to join me on this first episode of Dead State Reanimated. And if you like it, hit that like, subscribe for future content. And I will see you all in future episodes. Take care, everybody, and be safe out there.